Hi, everybody. Remember last week we read this book, Weather and the Seasons? Today we're going to look at it again. We're going to be talking about cause and effect. Now, we've talked about that before. Cause is why something happens, and then the effect is what happens. I got wet because I went out in the rain. So I went out in the rain. That's the cause. And the effect is I ended up getting wet. So, cause answers the question, why? Today, we are going to dig into our text and we are going to look for the evidence, the proof. It's in the words, it's in the text and in the pictures. And we're going to be looking for that evidence to answer some questions of why, the cause. So I'm going to be giving you the effect, and you're going to tell me the why about that. So I just want to review the introduction, and then we're not going to read the whole thing. We're going to read parts because we're just looking for practice on finding that evidence of cause and effect. So, up here at the top, it says introduction. It's going to give us the idea of what the whole book is about. Seasons are times of the year. A year is 12 months long. Each season is about 3 months long. The seasons are summer, fall, winter, and spring. We can describe each season by talking about the weather, what people do, and the hours of daylight. So then they have these pictures down here, photographs. Remember, this is nonfiction, it's giving us information, they're not making it up. They also have the thermometer. A lot of the difference in the seasons has to do with the temperature. In the summer, the temperature is the highest. Then it starts to go down in the fall. It goes down more in the winter. And then it starts coming back up in the spring. So as you look at those pictures, you can see the differences in what people are doing. And you get kind of an idea of what the weather might be like. So, on these two pages, they're talking about the weather in summer. That's the title of the page. So, that's the big idea. They're going to give us some details. Here's our first question, and I want you to answer it using some evidence from the text. Okay? Our first question is, why do people like to do things outside in the summer? Why do people like to do things outside? And as I read this, I want you to be thinking about that. Remember, you are going to try to answer that question using the words in the text. The weather in summer. The temperatures are warmest and the days are longest in summer. Many people like to do things outside. Sometimes rain can ruin your summer day. Do you see a lot of rain in summer? Some places have thunderstorms that pour down rain. We in California, we don't get a lot of rain or thunderstorms in the summer. Ours is usually in the winter and some in the spring. So, did you hear anything that was about people doing things outside? I see these pictures. This family is hiking in the summer. Many people like to swim in the summer. I'm going to read it one more time and listen carefully to see if you hear people outside and maybe why. The temperatures are the warmest and the days are longest in summer. Many people like to do things outside. Did you hear it right there? It says many people like to do things outside. Did it tell us why? The temperatures are warmest and the days are longest. It's nice out there. It's sunny and it's warm and it's a nice long day. It's a great time to be outside. Over here, it kind of gives you another clue because it says sometimes rain can ruin your day. So the rain might make you stay inside. But usually it's warm and long days that help people want to do things outside. This right here is the evidence in the text where the author answers that question. Okay, I'm going to go into the next page. This one is called The Weather in Fall, and I have a question for you now about fall weather. Why do people wear pants and long sleeves in the fall? Why do we wear pants and long sleeves? So we're listening for the evidence that's going to answer that question about the fall. The weather in fall. Temperatures are cooler in fall, so people often wear pants and shirts with long sleeves. The temperatures are cooler and the days are shorter in this season than they are in summer. What do you like to do in the fall? People play football in the fall. And some places are very warm still in the fall. And some places have hurricanes in the fall. Did you hear anything about what the clothes are that people wear or why? Temperatures are cooler in fall, so people often wear pants and shirts with long sleeves. That word so is a big clue. People often wear pants and shirts with long sleeves. Why? Well, if they're not saying because, sometimes the reason has gone first and they put so. Temperatures are cooler in the fall, so people wear pants and shirts with long sleeves. If they turned it around, they might say people often wear pants and shirts with long sleeves because temperatures are cooler in the fall. All right, let's do maybe two more, at least one more. This one is called The Weather in Winter. So here's my first question. Why are people skiing? See these people here? Why are people skiing wearing warm clothes? All right, let's listen and find the evidence. Don't just say what you think. Let's find the evidence in the text. So, the weather in winter. Temperatures are coldest in winter, so people dress in warm clothes when they do things outside. Because the sun shines for the fewest hours, the days are shortest in this season. Some places have snow. Whoops, sorry. Some places have snow. What do you like to do when the weather is cold? So look at that beautiful snow on the trees and on the ground. A blizzard is a huge snowstorm. That's not as much fun. These people are wearing warm clothes in the winter. Did we hear anything that might tell us why? Did we hear that signal word, so? Let me read again. Temperatures are coldest in winter, so people dress in warm clothes when they do things outside. Did you hear it? They said, so. People wear warm clothes when they do things outside. Why? That's right, because the temperatures are coldest in winter. It's gotten very, very cold, so people wear warm clothes when they're outside. I've got one more for you. It's kind of a trickier one. Why are the days shortest in winter? Did we hear anything about that? Not in this first paragraph. Let's read over here. Because the sun shines for the fewest hours, The days are shortest in this season. Some places have snow. They did not use the word so, they used a different word this time. They said because. Because the sun shines for the fewest hours, the days are shortest in this season. There we go. So we did two things. We looked for the cause. Why did something happen? And we used evidence from the text to answer those questions. So we did a lot of work there, cause and effect, and evidence from the text. As you're reading books at home with your parents and on your own, I want you to be looking for cause and effect wherever you may find it. You can even do it when you're watching a movie or television. Asking questions that have a why in them, you are talking about cause and effect. Why did something happen? We're going to do some writing, and I'm going to see if I can switch over to video to show you some writing. So hold up right there. Hi, everybody. I'm hoping you can see my picture. I used marker so it would be a little bit darker instead of my pencil. But I'm going to be asking you to write and draw about what we were just reading. So we were reading about the weather and the seasons and about cause and effect. I want you to draw a picture about weather and seasons, and I want you to show cause and effect in your picture. So what I've done is I've drawn myself in the winter time. That's the season that I'm drawing about. It's in the winter, and in the winter time, um, I am outside. I don't have to stay inside because it's cold. I'm outside and I'm doing a fun winter activity. There is snow. The snow is the weather. And I am looking at this, and there are a couple of ways we can do cause and effect in this picture. I can say what I'm doing because of the weather or the season. Or I can talk about what I'm wearing because of the weather and the season. So I'm going to write two different sentences, and you don't have to. I'm going to write two different sentences that go with both of those things. Okay, so the first one I'm going to write about the weather. Okay, so the weather is snowy, or the weather is cold in the winter. So I'm going to write it is snowy. It is snowy. It is snowy. There are only three words in that sentence. My first word is it. Eh, eh. Starting with a capital letter, it, finger space. What's my next word? It is, that is a word we know. It is, finger space, snowy. Now that's not a word we know how to spell. Let's say the sounds. Sn, n, n, snow. Oh, snowy. Now, we've talked about this a little bit in the past. A lot of times when you hear that E sound at the end of the word, it's a Y. Y makes that E sound. So it is snowy. Good. Now, because it is snowy, what? It is snowy, comma, so What? It is snowy, so I am wearing warm clothes. It is snowy, so I am building a snowman. It is snowy because it is winter. Those are all cause and effect that's in my picture and I can write about. So it is snowy, so I can build, build a. Remember, we have to swing back. We don't go up, left to right, top to bottom. It is snowy, so I can build a snowman. At the end of my sentence, what do I need? A period. It is snowy, so I can build a snowman. Now, I could turn it around. I can say the effect first. So it is snowy. That's my why, the cause. It is snowy, so I can build a snowman. I could say, I am wearing warm clothes because it is cold. It is snowy, so I can build a snowman. I am wearing warm clothes because it is cold. Both of those words, so and because, are words that we use when we're showing cause and effect. Why did something happen? So you do not need to do two sentences, but in your picture and in your writing, I want you to show cause and effect. You can draw the weather or the season and what you're doing, and you can write about what you're doing or about what you're wearing and why the season makes that possible. Okay? When you are finished with that today, please take a picture of it and upload it to me on Remind. First of all, I love to see your work. And secondly, it's the only way I know you did it. Boys and girls, miss you a lot. Bye.